Welcome back, fans, to the ECHL Insider. I'm your host, Garrett Hunter, excited to talk more ECHL hockey from last week and some thrilling games coming up this week in the ECHL. Last week, the Iowa Heartlanders lost a close 4-3 shootout game to the Fort Wayne Komets on Thanksgiving evening. The final score to that game, 4-3. The South Carolina Stingrays had a commanding 4-0 win in Jacksonville. Also last week, big win for the Stingrays, looking for some early momentum this season. The Trois-Rivières Lions had a rough week in Norfolk, getting shut out in one of those games in a 3-game set with the Admirals. The Admirals end up taking 2 games out of 3 over the Lions. Let's get you now to the top 5 games coming up this week. Big games coming up, and Trois-Rivières is right in the mix. They have 4 games down in the South Division this week. On Wednesday, they take on the South Carolina Stingrays, and then from there, they go to Savannah for a game, Jacksonville for a game, and then drive back up to South Carolina for a game. So big road schedule this week for the Lions, but the games we're focusing on Wednesday and Sunday in South Carolina. Big games for both these teams. South Carolina, we mentioned, trying to get some early momentum right now in their season. They've struggled at home this year. And for the Trois-Rivières Lions, they're just trying to stay alive in this road series. They'll be traveling a lot of nights on the bus, so to speak, for the Lions. But if they can keep it together by Sunday afternoon, that would be a big win for the Trois-Rivières Lions if they can do well in the 4 games this week. At number 4, the Florida Everblades and Adirondack Thunder will do battle in a 3-game series in Glens Falls, New York. It will be Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday for the defending Cup champs against the Adirondack Thunder. Adirondack had a pretty good start so far to this year, but they will definitely have their hands full against a very good Florida Everblades team. At number 3 is the Newfoundland Growlers taking on the Idaho Steelheads Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday from the Idaho Central Arena. Newfoundland will stay out west. They played 3 games at Utah last week, and now they'll play 3 games in Idaho. So another big road schedule for the Newfoundland Growlers. See how they'll be able to adapt to the environments. And it won't be against some easy team. Idaho's on a 7-game win streak right now. So Newfoundland will definitely have their hands full. Long road trip and against a very good Idaho Steelheads team. At number 2 is the Kansas City Mavericks. They also have a long road trip out in the Northeast this week, and it will start on Wednesday against the Worcester Railers. Worcester and Kansas City have both looked great this year. Kansas City especially with long win streaks so far to start the year. But can the Kansas City Mavericks keep it going against a very good Worcester Railers team that also can have a lot of success at home? So this will definitely be a big challenge for the Mavericks. Can they get a big road victory on Wednesday night in Worcester? And our top game of the week, the Iowa Heartlanders, 2nd place right now in the Central Division against the top place Toledo Walleye, 1st place in the Central Division, Saturday and Sunday from the Huntington Center in Toledo, Ohio. 2 big games for the Heartlanders. Boy, have they been good lately, but this will definitely be a big road test. Not many environments bigger in the ECHL than a packed-out Huntington Center for the Walleye, one of the best fan bases in the league. And for the Walleye, they've played great this year, but definitely a big test with 2 games against the Iowa Heartlanders. Well, make sure to subscribe to our channel below. Hope you'll check out the great action around the league this week, and make sure to tune in next week for another episode of the ECHL Insider.
The draw does Cutler over to Thomas. Now Nathan Burke gets blasted by Josh Victor. That's got to be a penalty. No, and now the arm is raised. And now we got a throw on the near side. Victor lit up Burke. And now everybody's finding a dance partner. Cutler and Modry. It looks like Coop Miners. Coop Miners has Cutler in a headlock.